Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Washington Commanders. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. To throw is Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First down, Murray. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, this defense for the Commanders, so they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Hyatt has got him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jalen Warren, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Washington defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Rodgers going to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. You look at the Saints defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Second and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Murray's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Jalen Warren
with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year.
And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a second and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
We talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now it's Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
To throw is Rodgers on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This quick pass complete to Sutton. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Commanders' 44-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
That is caught.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Daxton Hill puts it off. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Intercepted. Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd.
They motion the running back out left. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw.
Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Warren
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it is 28-0.
Commanders 28, Saints nothing. Shaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Rodgers.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First down, Saints.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
On the stop. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived to the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Let's go.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A handoff for Warren.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints get a bit closer. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Washington!
Romeo Doubs.
75 yards.
And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Warren is in. Touchdown, Washington.
That's a great read down here near the goal line. Most defenses are keying in on Kyler Murray, knowing they likes to have the ball in his hands. But here he gives it up on the option, and that's a great call as it leads to a touchdown run.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here's Chris Claybrooks to return.
Pushing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Omaha.
Here's Warren. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hey.
On play action, it's Murray.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Murray. It's complete to Diggs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers.
There he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
If there's another stop, one of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
First down, Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Running left, it's Warren.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Murray looking to change the play here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
And now they'll shift things around.
Murray now on 1st down.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. Touchdown, Washington. Romeo Dobbs
with now his 2nd touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And the Commanders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
49, Saints 7. Tahiti Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we...
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Cole Kmet, 70 yards. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
On the run, it's Warren.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
77 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run it. Warren. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Easy.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in. That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5.
Ace.
Warren will try the right side. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. They're going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now a run with Warren.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Hey. Omaha.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Rodgers on 1st and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Able to get away. Now he'll escape to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
And my goodness, another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Hey.
They'll run on first down. Warren.
111 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Warren.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren, down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 8. Hands it off out of the gun.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Murray going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
I tell